Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be doing part 2 of the HTRC C240 Duo charger. Now, I've been using this thing now for about probably 4 months, and it just continues to keep working. The thing works really great. I've been charging batteries on it consistently nonstop. Haven't had any issues with the way it's charging. Everything tends to come out relatively accurately, but I did come across a few extra features while I was looking at this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hook up 2 batteries to it. I've got one of these awesome freaking orange juice 6S1250 China Hobby Line mini star batteries. So we're going to fire this 6S up on this side. I freaking love these duo chargers. And I've got this, which is also a China Hobby Line battery, but it is one of the first ones I've had. This thing's got to be darn near 2 years old. Beating the hell out of these things. It was so bad that the case was falling apart, so I just wrapped it in some inner tube. Makes it look a little bit fresher. So I'm going to put this guy on the other side. So we got a 4-cell and a 6-cell. This thing is about as easy as it is. I mean, that you would need it to work. Obviously, this is side 1. This is side 2, 1 and 2. So I'm going to start with the first one. And let me show you one of the cool features in here. So you can obviously select the different types of batteries. I'm only using LiPo, so it's the only thing I need to worry about. I did come across under extra functions, if you scroll sideways on that and you hit the enter button, all right, it brings up your battery status. So if I hit the enter button here, make sure I've got a LiPo, I'm going to press and hold it, and it's going to give me a whole bunch of information. It's going to give me my capacity, it's going to tell me how charged it is. If I push sideways on here, it's going to give me all the millivolts of every one of these cells. All right, and I'm actually going to go back by hitting this stop button right here. And I'm going to go back one more time. And this is another really cool feature. I have a couple of chargers that don't have this feature. I know this has become a big deal with LiPo safety lately. So I'm going to hit this sideways button. So right here, you can actually test your internal resistance. I'm going to press the enter button. Please wait. And there it is. Here's all 6 cells in there giving me all the resistance. And these are all, this is actually a brand new battery. I've only used it maybe a dozen times. So here's all of my information. So I'm going to fire up this guy here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go sideways until I get to extra functions. I'm going to hit the enter button. There's my internal resistance. I'm going to hit the enter button again. Well, let's see how this one is. This one's still got plenty of juice left in it. This one's about 2 years old, so it's still got plenty of time left. So I'm going to go back up to my number 1 charger, and I'm just going to hit stop. And stop again will bring me right back. This would be like your home page right here. So what I would do is I'm going to go to where it says lithium battery. I'm going to hit the enter button. And this actually works out really well. It auto detects how many cell battery I have in there. I'm not sure exactly what amperage this thing will even allow you to go up to. Or let's see here. I think it stops at 10 maybe. Yep, 10 amps. So 10 amps is your max. Not that I would ever charge anything at freaking 10 amps. So I usually charge these guys, I want to go a little bit quicker. I think 2 amps is about my max. So, but this one I'll do at 1.5 amps. Like I said, it automatically detects your cell count. So I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to push and hold it. All right, make sure all of this is good. Make sure it's on balance. Make sure it's on balance. So I'm going to push and hold it. And there it is. Everything looks good. It's 6-cell battery, so I'm going to hit enter again. And there it is. She's charging. As far as the second one goes, I'm going to hit the stop, and I'm going to hit stop again. It brought me back to my menu features. All right, so I want to be on lithium battery for this one. I'll tell you what, let's take a peek over at some of these other things it can do. While I got this guy charging, we'll play with this one. All right, so it will actually give you all your battery stats, which I showed you earlier. Gives you the option if it will do high voltage. I'm going to go back. I'm going to keep going sideways to digital power. I believe this has to do with your input voltage. I'm not really sure. I'm going to hit stop and go back. Smart battery charge, I have no idea what that does. And we're right back to here. So I'm going to hit stop again to go back. And I'm actually going to go through this menu to user settings. Let's see what kind of stuff we got underneath here. Under user settings, here we go. So obviously you've noticed it does a beeping every time I press the button. Some people don't like that. You can actually turn this off. So what I do is while I'm highlighted on this, I hit the enter button once. The on starts flashing. I can go left or right here. And now it's off. To acknowledge that, I just hit enter again. You'll notice I pressed it, no more beeping. Buzzer volume. All right, so when it goes off after your time is up, you can go low, medium, or high. I'm actually going to turn it down to low because it's pretty loud. And I'm going to hit enter. And I'm going to go to the next page. There's your completion ring. So right now by default, it actually does ring for quite some time. So it'll beep. Well, there you go. So this 6S battery is fully charged already. I must have barely used it. So it's going to beep for quite a while. So we're going to go through this menu here. I'm going to, come on. Cycle waste time, you've got options here. All of these are pretty much defaulted. I haven't changed anything in here. Input voltage cutoff, external temperature. There's your capacity. So right now it looks like the capacity is only 8,000 milliamps. Safety timer, I assume that means after 2 hours, this thing will automatically shut off. I've never left it on for that long, so I have no idea. Here's all your AC charge. Let's see what this is. So we're gonna hit enter there. So you've got, so you got your options under your balance control: fast, accurate, or standard. You know what? I'm actually gonna change this to accurate and see if that comes out any differently. So I'm gonna hit enter. Termination control voltage. Reset factory. And that's it. Takes you right back to here again. So to get back, I just hit this stop button on this one. And I'm going to hit the stop button. And we're going to go back to lithium battery. I'm going to hit enter. Now you see it automatically detected that was a 4-cell. I'm not going to charge this thing at 2 amps. So I'm going to hit enter. The first time you hit enter, it gives you the option to change what type of battery. So it automatically flashes LiPo. So I'm going to hit enter again. It's going to come down to the amperage. I think the most I charge these on is like 1.5. Okay. Make sure it's on balance. And then I'm going to press and hold the enter button. Make sure all this stuff looks right. To confirm, just press enter. And there it goes. So on this 6S one, all right, it's telling you it's full. I'm going to hit the stop button. Let's see if we can, let's back out of here. And let's go in here and see where this battery's at. Extra functions. Let's go check this battery status out. LiPo. Okay, 100%. And there's all your cells. And they are pretty close. So I'm going to hit stop to back out. I'm going to hit stop to back out again. There's your internal resistance. All right, so let's back out of here. There she is. She's all good. And that's it. And that's all she wrote. So this one's all charged up. This guy is still going. And like I said, I have had 0 issues with this charger. It has been working flawlessly for the several months I've been using it. The thing's so great. You can even use it as a field charger. It will take 12 volts. So you can plug like an XT60 connector in there and some alligator clips, and you literally can just hook it right up to your battery in your car if you really have to. But it's been working great, so I have no complaints, no issues with this thing. Alrighty, thanks.